Welcome to Pendleton, home of nothing really. Hardly any flow in that thing right now. Oh, that's so cool. Tribal members may continue to use the campground. Well, if that ain't some... We're going forward. Whiskeys. Doesn't get better than this, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Impact Moto and to another episode of watching me do stuff that you yourself could do, but you're far too lazy to do it. I'm Max, and this is going to be some random trip that you're along for the ride. It is somewhat cloudy today. We're headed basically this direction. I don't know where, but we're going to see how high up in the woods we can get, so that should be fun. That is the Columbia River Gorge, right on the north end of it, and I fancy riding down there. It's beautiful today, so that's where we're headed now. Okay, just saw a sign that said 48 miles in Pendleton. That would be the fastest possible route, taking this paved road all the way. So I think I might just do that, get to Pendleton, and then see if I can't find something up in the woods once we get closer. You know that feeling when you pick your gear just right, you're not too hot, not too cold? Well, I feel like that below the waist. Above the waist, a bit warmer. Boy, was this worth it. It's been a while since I've driven this. Knock, knock. Who's there? Orange? Orange Chew. Aren't you gonna do the speed limit? This could turn out to be a truly thrilling video. There he goes. Hermiston, 7 miles. Let's go! It's been a long time since I've driven through Hermiston. I want to say the last time I was here, I was actually buying a motorcycle. That was a 2011 Kawasaki Concourse. Good bike. Ultimately, kind of like having a Lamborghini to go to the mall. This bike is a much more enjoyable saddle, honestly, because you don't have to worry about twitching your wrist and going to jail. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I was down here buying that bike, and I think that was the last time I came through here. Alright, well, we made it through the town, hit the highway, got 24 miles to Pendleton. Figured I'd just go the fast route, because I'm really looking to explore some of the woods beyond Pendleton. So yeah, we'll check back in here after a little bit. It's going to be nothing but highway miles for a while. It would be a very hard job to be director of tourism in Pendleton. I imagine it would go something like this. Welcome to Pendleton, home of nothing really. Come here and you'll be delighted by that rock. Pretty boring around here. You guys have not missed anything. Hopefully, we'll start to see some trees, otherwise I'm about ready to turn back. Ah, the first sign of the mountains, thank God. I was about to start wondering if the world was flat. Okay, now the question becomes south or north? I've explored to the north quite a bit more than I have to the south. What to do? For those of you who don't know, this area right here that's just coming into view is Pendleton, Oregon. It's about an hour south of Walla Walla. All right, we figured out where we're going. We're going to Indian Lake Campground, and then after that I think I see a loop that I want to try, so stay tuned. This should be pretty cool up here. Those little foothills are looking cool. I'm kind of excited to go up that way. Haven't really been this way before at all. I'll be stopping for fuel here in a few minutes, and we'll go ahead and head on up the mountain. Ah, trees after all. Look at us go. See, you can do it. You just have to learn how to sit through 2 hours of boring flatland. Woo! Huge log piles. Massive. About 40 of them probably. Just barely got the camera on for the tail end of it. Alright, we're about ready to get some gas. We head up the mountain. Alright. Weirdly, I had to tell them how much gas I wanted to buy before I knew how much gas I needed to buy. I guessed okay. I could see the fuel right up the top, so we're pretty close to full. Gauge is reading full, so I guess lucky me, but it seems like a outdated way to do that. Alright. So this is where we'll take our left and begin the journey up. Oh, that's unique. There's been all kinds of little residential spots out here along this road. The road's been fun. Just kind of snaking up in elevation, climbing some of these little foothills. I'm wondering how long it'll be till we start getting into the actual forest. But that's what this is all about. To be continued. Alright. That should help. I also have a coat in here if I really get chilly. It appears that we are just seeing the first trees. Let's go. Pavement ends. Switch to that old user 2 mode. Oh yeah. Gotta love these old collapsed looking barns. Looking forward to seeing what this lake actually looks like. It doesn't look huge on the map, but sometimes that can vary quite a bit seasonally, so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like today. Keeps getting just a little chillier as we go. Got 5.5 miles or so to the campground. But so far, I love this. This is going to be fun. I think I could easily take my trailer up here. This isn't so bad. Just nice hard-packed dirt. Haven't even lost traction anywhere. It's nice. Yeah, so Indian Lake. I have to do a little bit of digging to see what's going on up here, but I mean, imagine being the first person up this valley, paving the way, and then you get so far up here and you find there's just this big open lake in here. That's what I always think when I go find a new place. It's like, there's a road here, you know, people have been here for a long time, but just imagining being that first guy who's like exploring this valley and finds a lake up here. That'd be so cool. Cool road. I'm definitely coming back up here. I think that there's some offshoots off this road as well, and I think up there would be really fun area to go check out. I think this would be a good way to start and then stay in the woods and avoid the highways and go all the way to like Baker City, because I've been wanting to camp in the Little Alps, but I don't really want to do pavement miles all the way there. That sounds so boring. This might be a nice little alternate route. Awesome. It is getting a little cold up here. Glad I put my gloves on when I did, and it's a nice thing I've got these heated grips. Beautiful. Oh, I need to live in the trees. I should note, you know, this is still the same clutch that I quote ruined on the BDR. You know, it's still kicking after the adjustment, so let it be known that it's possible to fry a clutch on the AT and then adjust it and have enough bite to live with it for a while. I'm not exactly loving that I haven't changed the oil yet, but I'm also I had to get the manual, and now I have that, so I'll be figuring out how to do that properly here soon. Change the oil and do the clutch with it. Hardly any flow in that thing right now, but it looks like it does move some water. Huh. We should see our first glimpse of the lake here in a second. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. Neat little place. Oh, nice. Little. I wonder what the cost of this is. Definitely have to check this out here. Closed to the public October 1st. Tribal members may continue to use the campground. Well, if that ain't some... Well, that's that. So now what? Let's take a peek at the map and check back in here in a bit. I did look, this, if we keep going straight, connects into a highway, and then I can use that to backtrack back to the main highway and beeline it home. I think faster than going back through this area, but I'm enjoying this, so who knows. Alright, we're gonna stop and we'll carry on here in a minute. Why, hello there. We have made the decision. We're going forward. Looked at the route, I think it's 244, Highway 244, that we come down and hit, and that road looks like it's quite a bit of fun. From here, I think it's just kind of more of the same. We're gonna be dropping in elevation now. It's amazing how you can make a pace through some of this stuff on a bike that you just have no hope for in a truck. See, this is how I would come do it. I'll tell you, we are in the sweet spot time of year where it's not hot, it's not yet cold, it's a little chilly, and it's moist enough not to be super dusty, but not so moist that you're constantly slipping around in mud or anything. Been really, really nice. I love exploring all these new places. It's been a lot of fun. The terrain is so cool with the open fields, the trees every once in a while. I like this. Okay, we're very close to the highway now. Curious how much water flow there is here. Not a lot, but obviously enough for them to build a big bridge over it. Alright, so we are about to tee into the highway. We'll take a left. That takes us, kind of points us towards La Grande, Oregon. And yeah, I think I've only driven through there, you know, on the main drag headed to Boise. Okay. So La Grande is 21 miles. User 1. Get back to that on-road ABS. Alright. Well, we'll film some of this, but most likely we're just gonna check back in when we hit the twisties. Later! Well, that didn't take long. Twisties. Look at those tires whine. What a cool place! And catching it just as fall is turning all the trees. Ah, this is great. Doesn't get better than this, guys. What else would you be doing on a Sunday? Well, we made it through all the twisties, and that was a blast. And now we're just following a couple of fogies all the way back to town. And we might stop there, grab a bite to eat somewhere. And then it'll be more or less homeward bound, but I'm still going to try to take some of those side roads and explore a little bit as I make progress back. Alright, folks. We're about to turn onto the main highway. In fact, there it is. We've got a little loop to do. It looks like we actually kind of hang a right and then drive along it for a minute. I probably won't have a whole lot to show you until we make a decision about what kind of side roads to explore. But for you, that'll be instantaneous. Well, who'd have known? Highway miles are boring. I did just pass a sign that said Summit Road, Mount Emily, 1 mile. Considering it. Alright, we're gonna take it. We're gonna stop, look at the map, and see what kind of side roads we want to take. If not this one, then we'll at least have an idea of what's coming up. Alright. To be continued. Of course, I couldn't say no to a quick summit, so we're gonna at least see what's up here. If it's gonna take us too long, we might have to turn around, but it said there was some sort of lookout area, and I don't think that that was very far, so we're headed up. Bump, 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 oh, this thing will haul. Entering winter recreation area. I just wish I could live out here. Alright. Break time, y'all. Turned around back there, put on a coat. And now we're on our way back down. Also, trying a new camera angle here. So, there we go. We'll see if that actually turns out or not. It's kind of hard to tell. I did a quick audio test and it sounded like the exhaust is going to come through pretty good, but hard to tell until you're looking at it in editing. Wish my remote was pairing. It is not. So we're gonna head back down. This will take us to the freeway very shortly, but I think we're gonna take one more little detour that I saw on the map. Alright, this is the junction with the highway here, but I saw on the map that instead of getting back on the highway, if I go straight, there's a little road that it looks like I'll be able to take, but I don't know, maybe it's closed. It might be. Might get kind of nasty in here. neutral. That's gonna be better. Can't have the computer freaking out every time I slip a tire. Well, that was the end of the dirt. I think this little road is gonna take us up to that yellow highway you can see on the map there. And then it's just nothing but highway pavement on the way home. We'll still be probably 20 minutes outside, you know, farther away from home, from Pendleton. So I've got nothing but flat, boring crap on the way home. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you spending the time to come do this with me. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, a like, consider subscribing, you know, the whole spiel. I am a YouTuber after all. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Later!